The Zoreth Dominion was in the midst of their final push. Their fleet, a massive armada of dread, the vast expanse of the galaxy. The war had raged for decades. The Zoreth Dominion, a ruthless empire known for its technological superiority and sheer numbers, had systematically conquered countless star systems. Their fleets, bristling with advanced weaponry, had crushed every opposing force with brutal efficiency. The Galactic Coalition, a fragile alliance of dozens of alien species, was on the brink of collapse. Their fleets were decimated, their resources drained, and their hope nearly extinguished. But then rumors began to spread, whispers of a weapon long forgotten, buried deep within the archives of an ancient race that had once dominated the stars: humanity. Humans had vanished from the galactic stage millennia ago. No one knew why or how, but their ruins were scattered across countless worlds, their technology far ahead of anything the galaxy had ever seen. The Coalition, desperate and with nothing left to lose, decided to investigate these rumors. A small team of archaeologists, engineers, and soldiers was dispatched to a remote system where a massive human installation was said to lie dormant. The Coalition team arrived at the barren planet of Hadris 7, a world cloaked in perpetual storms and desolation. At its heart stood an enormous structure, a towering fortress of black metal that seemed to drink in the light around it. The alien team, led by Commander Threx of the Varan species, cautiously approached the entrance, their scanners struggling to penetrate the dense material of the structure. "This is it," murmured Ellerin, a Falari scientist with silver fur and 4 delicate arms. The humans called it the Aegis Eternum. If the records are accurate, it's not just a warship. It's a fortress, a mobile city of destruction. Threx's mandibles clicked nervously. "Can we activate it?" Ellerin hesitated. "The technology is ancient and inscrutable, but if we can find the main control nexus, perhaps." The team ventured into the labyrinthine halls of the Aegis Eternum. The air was stale, the walls etched with glowing symbols that none of them could decipher. Yet the ship seemed eerily intact, as if waiting for something. After hours of exploration, they reached the central command chamber. In its center stood a pedestal, its surface smooth and black, with a single indentation shaped like a human hand. Ellerin studied it. "It requires a human to activate." The team exchanged uneasy glances. No humans remained in the galaxy, or so they thought. Then, one of the soldiers, a burly Cordon named Jack, stepped forward, holding up a small device. "We found this on an old colony world," he said, revealing a preserved human hand encased in stasis. "It might work." With a mixture of awe and trepidation, Jack placed the hand onto the pedestal. For a moment, nothing happened. Then, the room came alive with light and sound. The walls hummed, the symbols flared brightly, and a deep, resonant voice echoed through the chamber. "Human presence detected. Activating primary systems." The team barely had time to react as the ship shuddered and roared to life. Outside, the storms that had raged for centuries parted, revealing the Aegis Eternum in all its glory. Its massive cannons extended, its engines glowed with a blue light brighter than a star, and its shields shimmered like a second skin. The Coalition team hurried back to their ships as the Aegis Eternum lifted off the planet, its presence dominating the void. News of its activation spread like wildfire. The Coalition's leadership, initially skeptical, quickly ordered the ancient warship to join the front lines. Knots, cruisers, and fighter swarms had cornered the remnants of the Coalition forces near the binary stars of Talvaris. Victory seemed inevitable. Admiral Soreth, a towering figure with a crown of spiked horns, sneered as he observed the battlefield from his flagship. "Prepare for the final assault," he commanded. "The Coalition will fall today." But then his sensors officer interrupted. "Admiral, we're detecting a new contact. It's massive." Soreth frowned. "Put it on screen." The view screen shifted to reveal the Aegis Eternum emerging from hyperspace. The Zoreth fleet dwarfed anything the galaxy had ever seen, but even they seemed insignificant next to the human warship. It was a behemoth of dark metal, bristling with weapons, its hull glowing with ancient runes of power. Vorath's confidence faltered. What is that? The Aegis Eternum didn't wait for an introduction. Its main cannon, a colossal railgun spanning the length of its hull, powered up with a deafening hum. In a single shot, it obliterated a Zorath dreadnought, the explosion scattering debris across the battlefield. The warship's secondary weapons, plasma turrets, missile pods, and energy beams, targeted the rest of the fleet with precision. The coalition forces, battered and outnumbered, watched in stunned silence as the Aegis Eternum tore through the Dominion's fleet like a predator among prey. Its shields deflected incoming fire effortlessly, its weapons turning entire squadrons to ash. On the bridge of the human warship, the coalition team struggled to comprehend the scale of destruction. Frex, now seated in what appeared to be the command chair, stared at the displays. This ship, it's a force of nature. Elrin's voice trembled. The humans built this millennia ago. What kind of people were they? The battle was over in hours. The Zorath fleet, once considered invincible, was reduced to wreckage. Admiral Xoreth's flagship attempted to flee, but the Aegis Eternum hunted it down with relentless efficiency. Its final shot shattered the Dominion's command structure, leaving their empire leaderless. As the dust settled, the Aegis Eternum loomed over the battlefield, its presence a stark reminder of humanity's power. The coalition forces cheered, their morale renewed. For the first time in decades, they saw a glimmer of hope. But the team aboard the human warship knew the truth. This was no mere victory. The Aegis Eternum was a relic of a bygone era, a testament to a species that had once ruled the stars. Yet it was also a warning. Frex turned to Elrin. We need to learn everything we can about the humans. If they could build this, what else did they leave behind? Elrin nodded. One thing is certain. The galaxy will never forget the day humanity's warship joined the fight. As the Aegis Eternum powered down, its dark hull glowing faintly in the starlight, one question lingered in the minds of all who witnessed its might. Where had the humans gone, and would they ever return?